Hello. Is the mic at the same level as well? One must turn the mic all the way up. What's up, Tazinian? What it do? Welcome. Let's turn this music down here. Let's go. Hey, nothing in this video is fucking financial advice. Duh. The fuck? I haven't even been here in like 2 weeks, so like, there ain't no way anything on this video should be taken serious. What's up, world? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace to DJ / producer, coming back again with another video. Still talking about Zen World. Last one left. No one understands, and it's beautiful. It's actually a very serene, zero noise. Oh, it's beautiful, man. No noise. Leave all the stuff. All the static electricity has left the what can we call this? Let's get nerdy with it. The transcender or the transformer. All the energy and noise is up out of that thing. It's just a cylinder now. And that's kind of what Zen is currently. Today is October 3rd, 2024. Closer than fucking ever to 2025. If you're still stuck on this year, I don't know. I can't help you. But let's just get into it, man. Let's talk some cryptocurrency. I haven't streamed in quite a while, just simply because why? You know, like why even stream about cryptos in this new future? Because most people are just going to go and regurgitate anything that they hear on the internet. So providing value in the internet is value. You know, we on the no value proposition right now. So anything that is valuable, I'm getting myself the fuck out of it. I want to make sure there is no value, zero hopium, no narrative, just that thing, right? I think that's going to be the most powerful things going into the next cycle. So again, that's why, still rooting for Zen. It ain't doing shit. It's boring. It ain't doing nothing. Very, very boring. What's up, Cryptosaurus Rex? AMP is 50. We've hit the 50 water on SolXEN. We're going to talk about SolXEN too. We'll kick it off with the classics. That's basically Ethereum Zen at this particular point. Like, if you're still rooting for Ethereum Zen, congratulations. You're still rooting for it. I'm still rooting for it too, but again, I have other things to root for. It's 2024. It's October. You know, we're 5 days away from the Zen birthday of it being 2 years old. There's a lot of updatable things about ETH Zen, but that's just it. It's becoming its own object, something that we don't need to observe anymore, right? Observation isn't going to move Zen. Zen will move itself. It's just an object now. It's just, in my personal opinion. There are some people that still keep it under the microscope, but I think first principles, I think community building, and then as well as I think shipping product is the main things to get from Zen, right? Like to understand how it's principle based, right? And then to understand that there's a community of individuals that mint Zen because of its principles, right? And then, you know, you can bring in the other microscope concept I'm talking about here, which is shipping product and noticing like, hey, not only did they ship the first principles with the community on one EVM, they've actually done this multiple times, right? They've shipped Zen multiple times, right? And they've shipped meme coins. You have X1, the meme, right? And now we're pretty broad in the Zen ecosystem, where you also have some other community memes, because again, Zen is a community, so not everything that comes from Fair Crypto is now seen as the end all be all of where where it's going. Now you actually do have community members embodying the spirit of the object. I'm saying these are my own terms, don't steal them. But yeah, embodying the spirit of the object, that being Zen. You go to like classic crypto world, like a Bitcoin, and that's what we see. We see a lot of people who have embodied the spirit of Bitcoin, and they've created businesses around that spirit in hopes that it will continue forward and be the most dominant narrative in Bitcoin. Personally, I think that shit is all cap. Full fucking cap lock on your keyboard vibes. Right? We already been saying this for months on the channel. I'm just here right now. Okay. I'm just here. I'm probably gonna be gone again. I told you last time, I was like, yo, I don't even know when the fuck I'll be back, but we'll be back when we are summoned by time itself. But yeah, Bitcoin as an object works way better than Bitcoin as something figured out, right? That's like right now Bitcoin is figured out. It's owned by BlackRock. It has a very centralized mining pool. It has everyone thinking they can have a bank in their pocket, right? So it's pretty much one. It's done everything that it said it was going to do in 2009, 2008. It's living out the CryptoPunk manifesto of like 1998. Freedom from government. I mean, it's living it out. Even though the feds own most of it, there's still a spirit of freedom somewhere in there that people sell. That's the object of freedom, right? You look at Ethereum, it's in the same boat as Bitcoin, because again, ETH is second to Bitcoin. It's considered the silver. It's also considered the true smart contract machine, or the computer in the cloud. It's what Nick Sabos wished his bit gold would have been, right? And that's why, again, I'm saying nostalgia, philosophy, all that stuff is engraved in the two biggest market caps. So no one really cares about that shit anymore. Shit is inside the market cap. I don't think it's going to leave either. What I do think is happening right now, kind of talking again about like this object-based world we're living in, or market. You can see that currently Solana is coming in today at $133. It's taking a nasty whip right now, which is all gravy, because actually I want Solana to come down to at least $100. I've told people in the past too, like, bro, my entry on Solana is like 108, like $100. So I'm hyped that the cycle has switched and people are not looking at the object right now. Like, they don't understand crypto and how it's object oriented. Okay, if you don't know what objects you're looking at, then yeah, you're more likely to make the wrong move, like dump all your Solana right now, or dump all your Bitcoin right now, right? Like we've been looking at this since August of 23. So over a year's worth of anticipation. And I'm still mad at myself, right? Like, I'm not a trader, guys. Okay, this your boy Crypto, bro. I'm more of a technical bro. I like sense. I like logic. I like that part of the crypto space. It's a very, very high thought space, right? It's like doing brain surgery. Like, imagine if you were in a brain surgery. Basically, you are if you're a fucking crypto head. And, you're in a room full of other brain surgeons. Like, the conversations are going to be alien. Like, normal humans will not understand that shit. And that's pretty much where I believe, again, crypto is in this reality now. There's a lot of giga brains that are giving the scraps to the folks. Give the scraps to the peasants. That's like you believing Bitcoin is the end all be all right now. And there's a lot of good narratives. Like, if you've been around in the spaces, you've heard me come through, and I've kind of put that out there. Like, I'm excited for Bitcoin layer 2s. I think Bitcoin layer 2s will be one of the best banks for your Satoshi. Next to just holding it because there's a lot of other things, right? Like you can get into CB base or any other wrapped Bitcoin tokens and start to elevate your yield, or you can get into wrapped Bitcoin, or you can just again buy Bitcoin and put it in a bank like Fidelity. Like Fidelity literally has trust now for your fucking Bitcoins if you want to put them there. So it's same with Coinbase. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want with these objects. There's rails, so it's not like they need to build belief. That shit is ass. It's an old narrative, right? Crypto works off narratives, which is 100% a fact. The planet Earth actually works off narratives. Your life is a giant narrative. So, again, narratives are there. And I think, again, Bitcoin, I've been saying this, didn't go the way I thought it was, because I'm so fucking bearish. Really, I need to loosen up a little bit. That's what I'm going to do going into 25. Not be so pro object and just know everything is objective. We're here for the objective, bro. If I would have you can see this line I made here is a prediction line that I drew back in June. And my thought was Bitcoin would just kind of dance on this downtrend, but there really wouldn't be much speculation, right? Like it would just be like people gassing it up, but it wasn't gonna pop off. But I believe now that we see it play out here, right, it actually wasn't below the common consensus, if you want to say. Like if we change this into an FFT chart where it's like, yo, just read everything below the line. That's not really how you do it, but I'm learning about these new transmitters and stuff, and I love how they use their logic. But yeah, so this logic here of like, well, here's my natural line, and we can see it did dip 1, 2, 3 times under where I thought it would be for a long time. So what I would love to see is Bitcoin continue to maintain where it is. It's actually in a really good spot to keep maintaining throughout the rest of the year and not give us anything unbelievable. Right, like here, let's zoom out to the weekly. The weekly is the weekly 200 is what I believe is the most important right now. Yep, there it is. So you see right now, last time I talked to you was like 12 days ago, almost 2 weeks ago. And at that time, the 200 was at 38. So it's slowly climbing up, right? And that's why you want to actually see sell-offs, because it helps this moving average come up and balance. Right, this will come down and this will go up, which will give us a better ratio of where the market truly is. And we can see it here too on the RSI on Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin has room to dump. Like it's oversaturated. Like there's no one that knows what to really do with it. It's just an object that is now in the hands of people who actually don't know how to use it. Right. It's like, imagine if we didn't know we could take power from the sun and we just like praised it instead of making solar panels. Right. We live in a modern era. People use the sun's power too, bro. And that's kind of why I don't think we're in the era yet where people get it. I buy Bitcoin. I put it in Fidelity. I fucking yield trust. Blah, 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 blah. Right. Like that's coming in the coming years. In the next 2 to 3 years, that would be the normal market. But in this current market, it's still very layer one, and I'm still believing that, hey, you need to put your main focus on like, what are people building and how does that create infrastructure, right? So I just spilled a whole bunch of shit because I haven't talked in a while. But yeah, that's kind of why, again, Zen is doing great. Zen on ETH, it's still pulling back. It's moving sideways. I mean, it could dump, but it kind of just shows you people would prefer to hodl the Zen and keep it in their possession. We also have gas is much higher now. This also could be playing a role in the way that people are choosing the integrity of their Ethereum Zen instead of just releasing the bag. Again, there's a lot of speculation because of X1 on Zen, which helps price, right? Yeah, people mint it because they want to, burn it, but there's also a lot of people now who simply don't want to have relations with a smart contract. Like they're just like, yo, I'll just buy it and I'll stake it. And that's actually a really good play in the Zen world as well. Just buy it and stake it. And that's why, again, even my second favorite Zen, not SolXEN. SolXEN's my third, But my second favorite is going to be CBZen, of course. Now, what's funny is that CBZen is taking on a very, very funny observation in my world. Now, the reason for this is because a lot of people were talking shit, like they were going to fucking dump it, but yet instead they didn't. So seems like it's pretty stable to me. I'm still buying and staking. I knew there's a lot of talk on this motherfucking chain, man. There's people that talk more than they put logic, and CBZen is a proof in the pudding that, hey, you invite dumping, right? The problem with ETHZen is it does not invite dumping when it should, and that's kind of stalling the performance of it. But on CBZen, people provide dumping, and it actually is great because you see buyers flowing in, and they're able to buy, right? So we see once someone dumps like $200, which is like, you know, 283 billion, whatever. You instantly see people come in and pick it up. Now, the reason for this is because I think CBZen is going to be an awesome trading token on Base. Now, Base needs to separate itself from Uniswap, and they have a lot of growth right now in this specific sector of like, what is a Coinbase DEX? Because maybe Uniswap isn't where we want to be. So what they have now is a brand new, I don't know, man. I don't know if y'all motherfuckers is on this shit, but let me show you. So there's another DEX out there on Base that's like moving slowly, and it's still using some of the Uniswap, but it's this one, is Aerodrome. Yeah, so Aerodrome is making me think we might start seeing a heavier Base presence of trading, which could essentially lead to CBZen, you know, having that presence. Again, it's a Zen coin, and it's going to live the 8-year life. It's a better version than the Ethereum mainnet coin, because the mainnet coin has too much integrity, right? And you don't want that realistically. Like, you want that meme feeling, you want that liquid, you want that move, right? If you can't move, then you're just basically buying a piece of a rock, bro. You're not buying you're not buying the dam, dog. Buy the dam. All right. And that's kind of where I see CBZen right now. CBZen has the ability to be liquid, and again, the only way to pump it is to inject more capital into the contract. So the G rank can soar as much as it wants, but your true competition in CBZen is always going to be the overall community, right? And that's why it's amazing to see it happen, right? You can see it here. The community is the staking class. So you'll see on CBZen, we had a really, really giant dip where it was almost like 100%. You know what I'm saying? It was 50. It was hard. It was a hard 50-50. But since a lot of it has come back into the market, so we're in a high inflationary state right now in CBZen where a lot of supply is being mined. And this is a one-time event. This is the best part about this. Zen created this, but there's a lot of dApps now that are recycling this ideology. But again, they're all tied in with somebody in the background taking a little bit of something, right? Again, Zen, no VCs, no founding fathers or nothing like that. It's just contract and time, and it's your time wherever you want to get in. And that's why, again, I don't really study Zen as much anymore, because why in the fuck do I want to go against this? Like, this sounds like the end of the game. Like, you could return to this game in 6 years, yo. It'll still be going. So I don't personally believe I need to put all this thought into this. But yeah, here we go with this idea that you can battle the G rank. One could come and pump it, and then there's a bunch more coins, right? So that's why I don't believe in like this thought in CBZen that the sellers or the minters have more control than the object. I actually believe that this object thing called CBZen is going to take on its own reality eventually, especially when X1 comes out. by the time X1 comes out, it's just gonna be ridiculous. What can happen with this particular token? And again, it's different than the other ones. I've explained this before, but yeah, Aerodrome Finance, central trading and liquidity marketplace on Base. So it looks pretty wacky or whatever. But they do have a swap, and they do have ways to provide liquidity. Now, right now, they're not really messing with too many extra liquidity coins, but it makes me curious, you know, what is stopping them from using CBZen? Is it just presence? And if it's just presence, then, you know, it's nothing more than trying to rally the troops or figure out, like, how does Zen have a presence on Base? You know, if I'm the only one thinking about this, then fuck it, I'm the head of the chair. But if other people think about this, many people can manifest something new. Now, here's a way not to do this. Now, this brand that showed up, you guys have probably seen them. The XEN brand. Oh shit, I haven't even talked to the chat. What up, ADZ? Just a vibe. What up, Og? What up, Lita? Rolando? Dank? Bitcoin and Titan X, because Zen is dead as fuck. Factors. What up, Damien? This motherfucker. We got Marcus. What it do? We here for the tech. For real. We here for the tech, man. Well, nah, like where I'm at with this whole gossip, my gospel, is that I think people don't get it yet, that they're gonna get lost. Like, if you're lost already, bro, dude, imagine when you're in your front run, right? They're front running you right now, not me. I'm into the tech. You can't front run me. How you gonna front run someone in the tech, bro? We're all watching sand turn into mirrors. Like, there's at the same time, like, yo, they just turned that sand into a mirror and now it's a piece of silicon. You feel me? So that's the best part right now about this, like, being in the tech. You're always front running someone that's gonna buy. That's why I don't think it's great to be a buyer. It might be good, but you're essentially saying, yes, front run me when you become a buyer, because you're never gonna get the information first. Like, you buy the CD after it's made, bro, forever and ever. But this token right here, this token is doing numbers. Because it's like, whoever has this, and the fact that they've connected it to, like, the real CBZen chart, a lot of the major sales go straight through this, because it's the only place where well, I don't know why it does this, but it's like something has been created where, using Uniswap, people can make it so that you can go through, like, their liquidity pools, and that, like, stops the growth. So, like, on CBZen, I've noticed most of the large sales end up through that pool. So, like, look, I don't know if this one is gonna work that way. Let's see if we can find it. Nah, this one didn't work that way. This person just straight up sold. Shout outs to them. They said, oh hell no, I ain't gonna be caught at the bottom of this. I ain't gonna be caught at the bottom of this. We're just smart. Here it is. Here's one. So you see, like this account, for instance, is one of those accounts. Let's see if the buy is this way. I haven't even checked to see if the buy goes through the SCEN. And this is why I'm saying, like, Uniswap ain't it. Uniswap is not it, bro. Because you can connect too many liquidity pools together and it fucking jeopardizes the integrity of the overall LP. And, like, now that everybody's building on top of Uni, like, as, like, the center or the smart contract, none of it is starting to make any sense. Like, it used to make sense, like, in 2019, like, oh, we'll just build all of our LPs off of fucking Uniswap. But, like, now we're, like, in 2024, where it's like, oh, people have learned how to manipulate the liquidity pools. So yeah, this person, they're buying and selling straight through the CEN coin, which essentially is like pumping their bags, if that makes any sense. Like, this is why I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, I didn't even know you could really do this, but it's a growing pain using Uniswap. It's almost like everybody would want to use like the airdrome, liquidity pool, just so there's more dynamics added to like the CBZen price. But we're not there yet. You feel me? I'm just glad to see this is like a thing. I think a lot of people like trading CBZen because it's pennies on the dollar, and they don't have to spend a lot of money or brain share to figure out a strategy of where they want to lead. And that's, again, that's good. And I don't mind. I hope more people connect liquidity pools. So I'm not like hating on them. I just see what's happening here is that they're capturing like a middleman of liquidity, and then their liquidity pools, right, are getting paid out with extra CBZen. And then they can come to the ETH pool and dump that for yield, which is fine. Like that's just the game that we live in this open source world where someone can figure out a hack and get an advantage or front run in their own special way. And if people don't understand because they just see price go up, that's the beauty of being a developer. Hey, these naive, dumb motherfuckers don't even understand that they're pumping my bags. They're dumping one side of my bags pump. They buy the other side of my bags pump. It's almost like I should make that coin, but I got other shit going on. But I'm here to advise that this is not financial advice. So, don't bot me, bro. Yo, the bots are fucking here, man. That's why I'm like, yo, how do I do this? Fucking Val, bro. Yeah, no, Val is. You see how Val came into the chat and then he stirred it up with all that talk and it disappeared? That's them, bro. I can see y'all, but it's all good. We don't care though. We invite you. That's how chaotic Zen world is going to be. We invite you because you're still gonna pump my bags. Like the thing about CBZen is you need to outride the G rank, right? And outriding the G rank is outriding the terms, right? So the amp right now is at 2,500, let's say 2,600. Realistically, you'd want to wait until this amp, if you started today at 2,600, you want to wait for that amp to get cut in half before you start to feel very positive about what you've got going on. None of us actually have that going on. The amp started at 3,000. So technically, until it's 1,500, nobody has a fucking advantage anywhere, because you cannot speed up time. And then on top of that, you cannot outmine time, because that's essentially saying that you have all the Ethereum in the world or all the network resources to just outmine everyone. And then you're by yourself. You're playing the solo game. It's like, wow, that person really used all their resources to mine, and they're the only one playing that fucking game. Right? And that's why it's like, yo, Zen itself is not complicated. People make Zen complicated. And that's why I believe it hasn't taken off yet. The simplicity of it won't be dominant because there's too much money to be making off of the gullible motherfuckers that don't understand what's going on. Like right now, I tell you, CBZen, if you're a gullible motherfucker, you're probably trading this shit, and someone, again, is winning on both sides because they have time. They're not in a rush. They understand the narrative. The best narrative in CBZen will be when X1 is live. So there's no reason to freak out and say, I'm going to jump to another chain, right? The narrative is pick your favorite chain and mine away. Become a whale. You can play a very individual game in Zen if you plan on burning it and taking all the XN from that particular zone. You feel me? Like if I'm on VV's ETH and I mint more than everybody else and I buy the whole chart up, and then when I go to burn for XN, I'm going to get majority of that portal, right? But that's a one-time banger. You feel me? You're going to go and burn all that VVZen. And that's why it's kind of funny too. It's like everybody wants X1 chain right now, but theoretically, if it came out, all of your hard work would be one giant nut bust. And then you'd have to do it again. And be like, oh shit, I just mined all my Zen on Avalanche, but I didn't mine any XENblocks. I didn't do no SolXEN. I didn't do no anything else, but I just burned all of my Zen in 24 hours. You feel me? Like, oh, I ain't even got no Zen for the pump. I'm the motherfucker burning it all, pumping everybody's bags. Like, bro, this is why I don't talk no more, because like it just doesn't matter no more. Like, Gullible motherfuckers are gonna help everyone make money on both sides. Noted. Where's my water? An elastic market is a healthy market. It's like, what side of the rubber band do you want to be on, though? Like, do you want to like be the person plucking the guitar, or do you want to be the sound? You know, I think the guitar plucker definitely is in control 100%. Not the sound. The sound just sounds good. It just looks good. And yeah, I think again, I found my tribe, bro. It's CPZen. I don't need to find nothing else. ETHZen, I fucking literally sell all my ETHZen into ETH, and then I port the ETH to Base. I'm living on Base chain now, and it's not bad. It's not a bad place to live. I'm over here in this gated community, like, man, it's pretty nice over here, bro. It's nice, but you know, I'm actually thinking about moving in aggressively into Solana. Especially right now when the herd is thinking they understand. You feel me? Like, if you really understand Solana, then you know the most important thing is this thing here in the SolXEN Git book. Wow, look at SolXEN's taking so long to add 1 billion right now. Come on, little Billy. We've been waiting for 57 for quite a few days. Maybe soon. If you don't know right now, SolXEN's AMP is at 51. It actually is going to be in 0 in about 25 days. So you have around 25 days to get you some before you have 25 days to get you some at 0.0005. After that, I can't tell you what the price is going to be, because this is a different type of Zen. This isn't like ETHZen. This is time-based, way heavier. That's what I'm saying. EVM Zen is designed to like withstand space and time. SolXEN is a statement. And I heard this motherfucker too. And it's really, really unique all the way down to the way that it's created. And it teaches you about Solana. That's why I'm bullish on Solana, because people don't understand it. Like, people don't understand that this is all that matters in Solana, bro. It don't matter how decentralized or centralized it is. It does. None of that shit matters. What matters is how fast can it execute my transaction. And then can it do this over and over again without failure? And if it can, you know, those two things checked off, man, what the fuck? How fast can it do it? How much money can we put through this? Remember, narrative don't matter. Ideology don't matter, bro. They'll build a narrative and an ideology off of the tech once it works. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin didn't make no sense. That shit went from encrypt your emails to encrypt an account that can send money that's attached to your fucking emails. And now it's an account encrypted by BlackRock and Vanguard. Like, where in the fuck is Bitcoin going? I don't know, but I got some. And that's why, again, the Solana network validators are actually pretty decentralized in a smart way. So we can go to Solana Beach. Let's go to Solana Beach. Stop speaking logic that has no place here. Keeping my trillions on trillions and trillions of CBZen. Dude, trillions on trillions. Now, my thing is that's funny as fuck is, why isn't this account 931 20 trillion? They never sold. Just bought the top right here. Like, yo, somebody sell just to make this person cry or something. Like, where are the sellers at? There was people telling me they got like trillions to sell a day. Somebody literally keeping the price up for you, and they afraid to sell. I have no clue. That's why, though, I tell you, CBZen is a gem, because it's doing a lot of behaviors. And it's, in my opinion, it's exposing people that never had a position. You can be kind of like a goofy troll on Ethereum, because maybe not everybody has a position, maybe no one can fact check your position, because it's Ethereum's in where you always have this $2 to $3 to $5 ideology on top of it, right? Versus the CBZen, which has a half a cent to 1 cent ideology, right? So you could talk a lot of shit, like you got some shit going on, but on this side, it's like, bro, what the fuck? I thought you was gonna do the shit you said. You know, like we all up. Like if you've been mining, you're up as shit. Like I mine $70 for $2, you know, but that's just it. If you're really doing it, you know, why would I sell my $70, my $2, $70 creation now? Like it's already made $70, or you know what I mean? It's already turned $68 into profit. Like why would I go and leave that on the decks just because, you know, and there's people buying this shit. So CBZen is exposing a lot of people, and it's creating a lot of new owners. A lot of people, I think, who've never really owned a crypto before and like staked it, forgot about it, added to their bag. Like that is that's the practice of Bitcoin. That's very sovereign practice. Just owning it, not giving a fuck about where it can take you, just owning it. Dude, that is, I mean, there's a lot of coins that can be this way, but again, I believe CBZen is a natural form of this because it has no leader. It has nobody telling you what to do. Everyone has to play their own game, and that adds to the quantum. It adds to the outcome. So yeah, stake those motherfucking trillions and trillions of Zen. I'm still trying to get trillions and trillions. I would prefer it to be much lower, because right now 1 trillion is it's $170 or $751. So if I could get CBZen Trilly at $100, which I doubt, right? I don't even think we ever had that before. Well, I guess it was, yeah, well, nah, 100 would be dropping 2 zeros. So that would take us to 10. That's why everything just doesn't look realistic anymore. I think CBZen is a representation of the bottom for nothing, like of no value. Like this is the no value proposition of Zen. Not ETHZen. ETHZen is only propped up because you have to spin gas to make it, so it has integrity. But for every, like, think of this as like the fast food, or like, you know, like the thing that no one really cares about, but they need it. I think this is the price we're seeing here, because in OPZen, there's too much speculation due to the ideology that you can't create more, right? But you can, because no one ever talks about in OPZen how the person that can create more are people who've been mining. So every day there's an influx of how do you say, here you can look at here, but it's not like CBZen. Like CBZen, we expect inflation. OPZen, you're not expecting it, because you're like, oh, it's only at 1, so you know it should do well because it can't be made, right? But it's like, oh no, it can be made, right? Anybody who has anything staked, or I don't know where it ends, but essentially until next year, you're always gonna have hyperinflation, because you got to wash the whole year worth of mints that have been pre-scheduled, right? And you know what I mean? Like you need to wash 400 days after the last day. So this was the last day, July 12th. And yeah, now you'd want to wait 400 days from July 12th. What the fuck is that? That's why it's like, oh, it's not really popping right now. Like, it's not going to change your life. Like, it'd be more likely OPZen changes a lot of people's crypto portfolios in about 400 days. So 7, 12. Oh, it's been 83. Magic 83 number. Meh. Oh, today is the 89th day of the year. This is a master number right here. 89 is in relationship to the 11th Fibonacci and the 24th prime number. Yummy, yummy. 24 is in the year 24 as an X. We can get into that, but hold on. Let's see. What is 400 days? Or it's probably like 5 something. I don't know what the, well, I guess it should still represent, because it now you need to make mad G ranks to push the terms. See, this is the part about Zen that's also kind of funny that we're seeing on OPZen that no one really talks about, is that the G rank is not growing, so neither is the max terms. Like the max terms for the last month have been 100 or 510, It just moved to 511 since July. Like, people stop mining because it's more profitable to speculate on buying, because in mining, you know, you're not going to get none. But that's just it. Like, the problem though is that there's too much new supply hitting the market and not a large amount of buyers, right? Everyone's trying to get rich. No one's trying to put a position in. And I think that's what you need in order to really solidify that this is going to be a good Zen. That's just my take on it. Like, why I'm not horny for OP Zen is I don't think it's a good take on Zen. I think if you want OP Zen, then you should be mining solXEN, because it is actually OP Zen. This is actually it. Why? Because OP Zen has a denomination of 1. It's always going to be able to claim 1 to 500, right? Every day. And it can add on to that over time. So 500 amp per Zen every day. Does anybody really know how Zen works? Because that's why I'm like, I can't believe that people are really high, like high on this ideology that OP Zen like will be as epic. It's like more of a mind trap. Like, you're so trapped in EVM that you are making shit up at this point. Because now that Solana Zen exists, it had an AMP of 300. Now, what it didn't do, because Solana is better than EVM, was its AMP didn't need time to attach itself to. Its AMP didn't need time, right? The AMP, right, is decided on by blocks. So Solana has an epoch. I mean, everything has an epoch, right? I think Ethereum has an epoch. I'm not wrong. I might be wrong. I don't know. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. But like in Solana, they got these epochs, which gives you slot ranges. And like that's kind of where I think this ideology came from, because now like you can use slots as like a parameter for the physics of your development. So the physics is that as long as Solana is running, it should produce 100,000 blocks. And as soon as it does, it allows the AMP to drop by 1. So it's like you're using the physics of Solana to power the distribution of the coin, right? The AMP on Ethereum is based on the day, and then can't nobody speed up the day. So what happened though is that's what's kind of happening here. Sometimes Solana pumps out faster blocks because their TPS is like fast, obviously. So sometimes the AMP goes down faster than usual. And then sometimes the AMP, like right now, look at the AMP is actually slower than usual. It's 1 hour behind itself. So Solana's producing blocks slower by 1 hour than its average time. Because usually this part right here, this average AMP up here is 12. But right now it's at 13. And again, that's why I love solXEN, bro. I think solXEN is a straight up sleeper. Way more of a sleeper than OP Zen. Because OP Zen, again, it's just an EVM mind trap. Like to give you the perception that you've got control, but you don't, because again, the AMP is always going to multiply the terms every day, and people can always do that. So the AMP plus the terms, right, plus the G rank. The only way to get more coins to get an advantage is to be behind a giant G rank pump. So like you got to question yourself, what's going to make people want to make this more? And if you're using the ideology that like X1 and Jack saying that this is going to have a 10x multiplier, already like you're way out there. Like you're so far off the rift. It's like, yo, come back to Zen world. Like you're so off the rift that like those practices don't work anymore, right? The better that's why I said in the very beginning, creating new practice is what Zen really does. It makes people different. Like it makes them do different actions they've never done before. And this right here, this has a web miner. Here, let's go through it real quick. So if you go to solXEN, If you've never been, they've made it so easy for you to get into it. What up, Fernando? Oh, Fernando, man, I'm sorry. I'm over here. I'm shitting on OPZen. You love that thing. OPZen is basically Hex 2.0. Now, as you can only create inflation through staking, and it creates inflation, and you can't create inflation forever like Hex. I hear you. Who's pushing that number? Who's pushing the that? That's a crazy way to think of it. Because then I would just tell you, like, it's like what do you call it? Like, it's like, what is your game plan in crypto? Is your game plan to stake and return, right? Not stake and get returns, but like stake and never come back, or come back later and you have money or yield, you know? Because I don't think putting that type of ideology on top of a token, especially an emissions token, would give someone, like, how do I say this? Like, it just doesn't bring out the most or the best of what this project could do for that person. Like, you can stake it and burn it, but that's not the game. This is just a bridge to X1. Like, when X1 is live, we're going to be having DEXs, and we're going to be having liquidity pools similar to Airdrome. Like, what you see on Solana and DeFi Llama, this is what you're going to see on X1 chain. You're going to see Radium. You're going to see Jupiter, right? You're going to see Drift. You're going to see all of these products moving over to X1 chain, right? It's an unfortunate thing, but they are not going to use the classic Zen world. And they might use it as like free bands or like, what do you call this? Like it's like after the burn is introduced, the narrative is changing. Like, we're over here on X1 now. Like, you can go and get these coins. There's some people that got wealthy off of them. Like, they're still holding on them. They're still selling them, you know, like Litecoins and Doge coins and Polkadot coins, Cardano coins. Like, these are the retail people that got ahead of the game. Like, I don't see any other narrative outside of that. You're just a retail person that got ahead of the game. But like, if you really want to push the needle and change crypto and change what you can bring to the space, this is why I feel like you need to dump OPZen, because it's like an old school ideology. It's like classic, and it's keeping you 2 steps behind instead of taking you forward. And again, you can map it out now that solXEN at 0 is going to be bonkers, because what we would love to see in solXEN is people actually dump their coins. But I was joking around saying this might be the only one that goes up because it can actually harness it. The other Zens can't harness it because they are from the classic world, where people have this ideology that they mine and dump. Like, why are you doing that? Like, why did you even spend time to get to this portal just so you can mine it and shit it out? The fuck? This is not fast food. That's CBZen, bro. That's the Burger King. That's the McDonald's. Like, that's Pulse Chain. That's Zen. That's OP. That's Avalanche. It's a hard pill to swallow, but yeah, that shit is public AF. It is just there to be burned. Now, that's what I'm saying. How you decide to play this game is up to you. I do not want to be someone who's relying basically on my Zen coins to change my life. Like, preferably, I would love to be part of this experience in the fashion of like, I burned a lot, but yeah, my participation is already saved in the form of XENM. Like, I love XENM, and XENM is gonna shine on SVM, and I'll show you something that puts that all together. But with solXEN, what's happening is this right here, this chart just showed up like a month ago. So nobody really, so the thing about solXEN was it's the last one, the last Zen to, we gotta find a good chart here because this shit's pumping right now. It's the last Zen next to CBZen. So CBZen had a very, this is why I like both actually. They're both my chaos coins. Now, CBZen, people were smart and they did not make a lot of it. So like you'll see here in the G rank average in the very beginning, we had a ton of people making it, and then this massive drop off after 2 months of creation. So I'm still saying, that's what I'm saying, most of the inflation from today is coming from this moment right here where everybody jumped in. After that, you can see the G rank fell off pretty hard, which it affected the amount of coins coming to people daily, right? So this like that is why I think today we see this amazing price on CBZen, where like, hey, there might have been a bottom that's already priced, and you might not be able to get that again unless someone decides they don't want to go forward, which at this point, again, after all of the research we've done, it sounds kind of bizarre to be like, yo, I don't want to do this anymore. I mean, even though some people do say that, but I just don't believe bigger holders are going to waste time this close to the end of, like I said, of whatever you're going to do with these stupid ass Zen coins. Like if you're going to burn it or if you're going to dump the speculation, right? Because that's where a lot of people are also harnessing themselves. They're harnessing themselves in that speculation of dumpage. I'm even harnessing myself there. The fuck? That's why I've been going so hard for the last year of trying to figure out how to get XN besides just mining Zen coins. Like I'm like, yo, if I mine XNM, if I hash solXEN, if I run a validator, like all of these different attributes will get me more XN than my neighbor, right? My neighbor can do as much. They could put $1 million into fucking Zen, and we probably are both gonna walk away with the same amount of tokens. and mine is just 1 million hours. How about that? Instead of $1 million. And that's why, yo, my whole theory here again is you want to be somewhere where people are gonna be, and you want to be where the supply can be affected. And CBZen, what we can see is I said CBZen solXEN. What we can see is there's another site made by Tree City West. It's a hashed site. Yes. Hydration. All right. So this is a profitable, not profitable site. So what it's doing is it's using priority fees, and it's using 100K mining costs. So how much it costs most people to mine 100K using the average priority fee versus the market value. So what we're seeing here is mining is not profitable for solXEN because we've reached a point in the AMP where the mining cost to get 100K cost a lot more than it used to. Like if you were around, actually, I wonder if I can find it real quick. Maybe not fast. But there was a moment in time where mining cost was 0.02. And that was when AMP was 75. So definitely things are changing. You can also see here, it says there's only 28 unique miners. So yeah, everything is changing, and it's complicated. People don't know how to get to it. Like solXEN is funny as fuck, bro. This shit is bare AF. Everything is on, like, I'm pretty sure it's all on purpose at this point. And like, they want people not to be able to mine it. They want people to ask questions and learn. And there's so many people that get stumped and they stop, right? But when Zen came out, it was almost like we were hand holding. That's kind of why I don't make a lot of videos anymore, because it's just like, why in the fuck am I gonna handheld, everybody? Like, they don't even subscribe to my channel. Bitches don't even leave no motherfucking tips. What the fuck? I'm gone. But yeah, here, let's do this real fast. So solXEN, again, if you want to mine solXEN, what you do, all right, if you want to really mine solXEN because you're down, right, you got 27 days left to mine. The AMP's at 51. All right, and again, what essentially happens when you mine solXEN is it's looking for 420, it's looking for an AMP. Those two things times together, you get solXEN. Okay. Now this is kind of stupid though, because they should really just put 1 times amp. Right. And then there's this thing called a super hash, right? Where the hash finds 42069. Right. So then again, 1 times amp. If you find the super hash, it gets times 250. Okay. So this is where I think a lot of people get confused, is like they want to put 420 times the amp, and that's not what it is. Right now the amp is 51. So if I land one, what do you call it? If I land 1 hash, then I'm going to get 51 solXEN, right? But then if I land 1 hash and it happens to be super, I'm going to get 51 times 250. Right. So that's kind of why, like, you see, like, there'd be good times to mint, and then, or there'd be like, here, we'll look at this number 1 account. So like the number 1 account, here we'll go to the hourly. What's their hash speed right now? They're running 0.1. So they hashing hard. But what we'll see here is they have their most solXEN created when they are hashing supers. So you see they got 2 supers here, and they jumped above the crowd. But when they're not hitting supers, you can see here 969, 1300. You're not really mining too much if you don't keep mining so that you can get supers, right? And this is why I'm feeling like we're seeing a very drastic change in the supply as we creep in closer and closer every day, bro. The amp dropped by 2 every day because there's 24 hours in a day. It pretty much is supposed to drop every 12 hours based on the performance slots. So if more people join solXEN, then this shit speeds up because we're providing more slots or blocks to Solana, which is going to speed up the amp. So again, there's a lot of fun tokenomics shit going on here, and we were really seeing it from all angles. So now you want to mine solXEN, just come up here and click web miner. Okay. When you click web miner, this is going to show up, and this is a preview page of solXEN. Now this is going to be really confusing because maybe when it pops up for you, it looks like this. There's nothing going on. It's telling you to select a wallet and blah, blah, blah. So what do I do here? What do I do, crypto, bruh? I'm lost, right? So go to settings, click on that. It's going to ask you for an RPC, right? Now, what you should use just to get started is Solana RPC, right? Mainnet RPC. You can literally Google this, Solana mainnet RPC. All right. Now this RPC is going to connect the website to the motherfucker. I don't know. It's going to connect it to the main stack, I should say. It's just going to connect it to the blockchain. How about that? And there's a lot of different mainnet places, or a lot of mainnet RPCs you can choose from. Just for explanation purposes, we'll go ahead and just do this API one. This is the main one coming from main Solana, so that's why I'm using it. Now I do have, like, here under this list here, I got a few other ones. These are RPCs I've created my own with, like, third party. This one's called Chainstack, but for the sake of this, we'll just go ahead and do, again, the mainnet beta, right? And then this is what's fun too, is we can set low priority fees. So we'll go ahead and just do a 21 priority fee. And then computer units, this is just like how many CUs, or think of this as like priority, or how do you say this? So you have in EVM, you have a priority on top of the gas. So like if I go EIP 55, there's a priority fee and then a max fee, right? Priority fee in SVM is pretty much CPU, in my opinion, or the CU, because you could add it, but you don't really need to add it. You only want to add it if you need to get it confirmed and you're willing to pay more fees. You can add some computer units. Personally, I just hit 0 because I'm just hashing for XEN. I don't really care about mining more solXEN, but that's what you would want to do. There's ways to get more solXEN to get a better connection, to get them faster so you can catch up. But that's not what I'm doing for the sake of this explanation here. Okay, so our priority fee is just going to be 21, but it could be the real fee. But see, most people are doing 1. I don't know what the real fee is right now in Solana. I'm not looking at it. It's probably somewhere in the thousands or some shit. So then what else you're going to do is you're going to add your ETH address here. And then over here to the right hand side, you're going to have transaction intervals. So this is a delay. So I recommend doing a 3. 3 means that every 3 seconds, it'll push a transaction. Okay. So then what we'll do from there is we'll go ahead and we'll have minting intervals. I also like my minting intervals to be in 1,000. All right. The reason for that is because after 1,000 transactions, it'll mint my coins. You don't want to mint them all the time because that's like sending a transaction that's just fucking vaporware. Like if you send the transaction, it's just simplicity. It's simply going to, you know, fail or not, and you're just going to lose. So what I do then after I've filled in all this information is I can either load a pre-existing or I can generate a new. So we'll just go ahead and generate a new one. So I have a new, let's go ahead. We're going to go over here. All right. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to save these. Now I already have, fuck him. You know what we'll do? We'll do an expo. We'll do an expo folder, and then this way I can keep it the right way. So once it pops up here, you're just gonna hit save. All right, make a folder somewhere on your computer, make a brand new one, and then save these addresses into it. So save. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and generate another one. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and save. Same expo. We'll go ahead and generate another one. Right, you could just generate one, but by generating 4 wallets, that's gonna maximize your mining critique. So then once we do that, there we go, we got all 3. So what happens is the reason why we wanted to save was because now if I hit refresh, I'm gonna lose everything. Right? That's why you need to have a good path back to where your wallets are or your private keys, because if you refresh the site, you're gonna have to load them back in. So let's go ahead and load up. Right, this is just second nature for your boy. I do 3 and then I do 1,000. All right, then we'll go ahead and hit load now because we've already made them. So we'll go ahead and click them in like this. So in 0 with 0, 1 with 1, 2 with 2, 3 with 3. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. All right, and now what you'll notice is none of these have Solana in them, right? So they can't produce any hashes because there's no money in them. So how do I get some money, right? So we can connect our wallet. All right, and the Phantom's gonna pop up here. You can enter in your password. Hold on, let me enter my password. Voila. All right, it's gonna ask you, yo, do you want to connect to this? You're gonna say, hell yeah. I connected the wrong wallet. Hold on. Actually, we'll use this wallet. I just gotta send some funds to it. Let me send some funds to it. IDO1. IDO1. Damn, Zencat is mooning right now. Well, it's not mooning, but shit. I need $5 from the Zencat though. Bro. Yo, Zencat gonna pay for this this video. This video is officially sponsored by Zencat because we swapping some tokens for it. Gotta love memes. Economical security. All right. Back here. Go next. All right, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna put the $5 in there. Send it. All right. Sending transaction complete. All right. So now that our wallet has money in it, what you're seeing over here on this side is your like dashboard. right? This is an area to add funds. These are buttons to control the miner. So you'll notice here I don't have anything. So what I'd want to do is drop in at least, so what you're seeing here is the minimum recommended. They recommend that you do a minimum of 0.003 Solana just to cover the base fees and get a couple mines in. Once your wallet drops below a certain threshold, you won't actually be able to mine anymore. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just boost this up. I'm going to do 0.05. Wait. Oh man, this is bust like that too. Damn, that's the worst. My period didn't work. Pause. Oh, that's bust. Can I do copy and paste? All right, I won't change it then. Oh, that's bust. Oh wait, wrong button. I'm not on the Windows. So we'll just do this for now. So we'll hit fund. Access forbidden. Access forbidden. Oh man, hold up. We gotta do this again. That's why, like, this is like the easiest way, but at the same time, should be kind of weird. All right, we got loaded up. All right, before I go too deep in the loading up, let's just make sure we can even deposit fund. There you go. So yeah, you see, sometimes what I think happens is if you don't connect the wallet before you try to do this, it's not going to really work out. So what happens is since we're in a test mode right now, this is still like testing. You'll see this prompt popped up saying that this request is blocked. You're just going to hit proceed anyways, you know, and then you're also going to hit down here, confirm. Like, I understand. I know what I'm doing. Then it's going to be like, are you sure, bro? Are you fucking sure? Like, we don't know what this shit is. You're going to be like, I understand. I could lose everything. I confirm. So you hit yes. All right. And then it's going to say funds are sent. Right now, those funds, again, they're coming from your wallet. So that's why you can you want to connect your wallet or your Phantom to the Zen page. That way you can front your wallets without doing it the classic way where I had to send a little bit of Zen or a little bit of Sol to every single wallet. So I'll do the same thing here. Hit fund. It's going to do a wallet command. It's going to run the same prompt saying like, yo, my dude, what are you doing? I'm gonna go, I'm good, I'm good. Funds are sent. Do it again here, number 2. All right, all right, all right, all right. And then we'll do it again here for number 3. And then, all right, all right, all right, all right. And then all those funds should be sent. Now this is well, for the sake of, oh, you're fucking tripping. All right, Jack, this page sucks dick, dog. I hate this page. Because, like, once I did that RPC thing, it fucking went away. The fuck is going on? I should have just kept it this one. But this isn't the real one. This is mine. Oh, my God. Fuck. All right, this is taking longer. It's because I'm secretly trying to record this so I can show people later. And now everything's boofing. 13 minutes into it. Okay, cool. They stayed there. Thank the Lord. Thought I was gonna have to rebuild all that shit. I was gonna be so sad. All right, 21. So we're gonna hit these buttons here on the side so we can refresh the miner and make sure that it's got balance. Damn, does it got balance or no? Hey man, what the heck? Darn it. Show me the account. It's got it. It's got it. Come on, update. All right, whatever. Here, we're just gonna run. It has it. I could see it from when you click right here. This is gonna launch the address. So if it's not prompting on the GU here, it might be having some slow vibes. It could be because I'm on this mainnet. This is why getting your own RPC, you won't have any errors. But yeah, this one also has it too. So it's probably an RPC issue going on here. Fucking dumb. But what we're going to do is go ahead and we're going to run one single transaction. All right. So what we'll do is I'm going to switch this to 3. I'm going to switch this to 1,000. I'm going to hit the run for access forbidden. I hate this one. All right, we got to run mine. I don't actually, okay, so I don't actually use the Solana one. I use a chain stack one. I use chain stack, which is its own RPC. I like chain stack just because it just see like as soon as I plug it in, like everything showed up. So that's like another thing too, man. To be honest, if you're gonna want to mine solXEN, like mine it and not buy it, you need to understand RPCs on Solana. Because if you don't understand them things, you're gonna be out on your own, looking lost. Because as you just seen, I plugged in the mine that I know, because I know the key, and instantly everything popped up. And as soon as I press this button, it's gonna mine. You see, just like that. So, and then if I go and click here, damn it, my 5-minute video turned into a 16-minute video because I didn't want to use a custom RPC, the alpha. That's literally the alpha though. If you're not using your own RPC on Solana, things are going to get buggy. And that's kind of why it's actually crazy that Jack and team are building X1 within SVM, because it's almost like you're getting ready to have a free lifeline. Like there's going to be a lot of people that move to Solana and they're going to have a ton of failed transactions, but you're going to be a Xenian and understand like how to navigate and stay ahead of the race. You feel me? It's up to you. So we found, as we can see here, the program log found 420. Sometimes I'll do find, Control F, and then I'll look up to see where the 420 was. So we can see we hit that 420 there. Now we go back over here to, we can scan all of these actually and see if we hit 420. Or what we can do is we can refresh real quick. And they all did. Each one of them has 51 points now. You see? Now the points, that's what you mint to tokens. Okay? So over here, this button is the mint button, right? Send transaction to pre-fight, mint. So sometimes you'll see this log saying, Ayo, can't mint those. Ayo, can't mint those. Ayo, can't mint those. You can keep going hard until it shows up, or you can just keep mining and come back later. Because the mine or the minting, the mining action is less computational, right? So I might have a bad fee. Something could just be holding it up so it's not going to mint. And I could try it again. See, I'm still getting that error saying like my transaction isn't hitting the network. All right, but then this one does. Let's do it again. So I know the network's working. It's just an issue with the mint function. And that's fine. And again, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to mint instantly. You could wait a little bit because you're always going to have your points. And you'll always be able to turn points into tokens. Even when the AMP is 0, you'll be able to turn points into tokens. So I must have just got a super on my last, yep. So this one right here. So we'll see this one. This one's going to have the super in it. Oh, unless I did it, unless it hit more than everyone else. Wait, 51. I did it 3 times. 51, 51, 100 and. Brother, that make no sense unless it's this one. Where's the super hash? Oh, never mind. This one just had 2 hashes inside of it. It found 420 twice. So what it does is it runs the program. So you can find up to 4 in one because it uses each thread in the sequencer. So that's like why this is gassed up, because every time I send a mining, like we run the mining script, it goes into the Solana validator network. Right, and then it runs through their Screwler. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and all of these are looking for 420. And if one of them finds it, or if all 4 find it, or if none of them find it, it runs back a print essentially, and it tells you like, hey, see, the log has found this many 420s in this slot, and it's like that. That's it. It's that simple, man. But yeah, getting set up can be kind of challenging, and again, getting these points can be, you know, challenging as well, especially getting them out of there. Damn. Let's see. Can I get these out? Oh, there it goes. Now it's mining. Oh, never mind. That's the other one. Yeah, it's still not running the mint function. I probably need a higher fee, maybe. Here, let's do 100. Nah, I don't know. I really don't care for minting. I care for the hashes. As long as they go to my address. Now my address is gonna have more things underneath. So what's crazy is then you can grab your address and go back to the solXEN leaderboard, and then you can hit Ethereum, and then you can go here, drop in your address under the Ethereum side, and you can see all the addresses that have interacted. So you can see here, these all have interacted. This is all of the solXEN that they've created. This is my current stacks of solXEN. My address is actually ranked 49. This is where I'm in love with solXEN, and why I'm like, dude, this one is sleeping. Like, I was even sleeping on this because I should have a higher rank being crypto, bro. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, I stopped hashing, and now I'm significantly under everybody else. So I need to continue to hash. I'm just trying to develop my plan, so I can keep hashing and keep getting XN coins. And again, I think hashing XN on Solana is more entertaining than hashing XN on ETH. And that's kind of why, again, I wouldn't be surprised that this one never goes down, because the sellers don't sell it because they know they already gave up on this shit. Like, this is already given up on. Some people show up, they sell the coins because they're already giving up, and then whoop, they don't got enough to sell, dog. You would need the people that have all of them to sell them, but there's a lot of folks who never even minted. Like, they never minted the points. They just keep them points. So we'll see what happens with solXEN, but yeah, it looks like it's on the upper right now. It's pushing 30%. Jesus, just mine some. We just mined 51. So that's what I mean. It's still cheap. It technically is cheaper to mine it. Here, let's look at one of these real quick. Just real quick. So like, for instance, this one, you got 2 420s. So you got 102 at one time, 102 solXEN at one time. And it literally cost, 5 zeros and a 5026. 5 zeros and a 5026 worth of SOL. How much does that get you over here right now? 1, 2. Yeah, actually, yeah. See, minting it, if it works. If it don't work and you only get 1 hash, then you're technically getting less minting, because you could have spent that 5 zeros and a 5 Solana and gotten 132 more solXEN than if you would have spun the hasher. That's why, again, I think people are very, very naive to how powerful this is going to be. And it's under the umbrella of the disruption, right? Like, EVM isn't disrupting anything, right? That's why I'm saying it's more of a mind trap than anything else. There's zero disruption in EVM. What we see right now is this. Just recently, this developer named Rex. Let's find him. He posted this photo, but I just reposted him. But this came from the official development squad of Solana. All right. This is from them. This is all of their core tech that they are saying is involved from October 1st. What do you see there? Zen, bitch. You don't see nothing like that on EVM. No one on EVM is trying to give Zen a alley-oop. Everybody's too busy circle jerking their own fucking ROI coins. And I think that's why, again, the death of EVM is disgusting. Watching it happen is something I would have never thought of. I never thought it would have gone down like this. But it totally is. And again, I don't think it's anything to do with the foundation. I just think it's the times. It's very classic. The times don't care about classicness anymore. They don't care about your ideologies, your beliefs. They care about a robust infra, ways for people to plug in and ways for companies to make money. The end. You could think it's centralized all you like, but this right here is a very, very scary photo, because everyone thinks it's centralized, but what if it's just growing massively faster than you ever could have thought? Right? That's what's nuts right now, yo. And who do you see here, man, in the yellow, the proof of work layer 1 in the core tech landscape of Solana, bro? Zen X1 right in front of your face. No one else is doing what we're trying to do, right? And you know, the problem with Solana is that it is very, very, very close source. There's a lot of people who do not care to add. Like they're like, yo, like Fire Dancer, Agave, Judo, they're building for their clients that are coming in the future, bro. Like I said, Ethereum or SVM is 100% gonna be the shit, bro. It's gonna be way bigger than Ethereum was and is at this moment. Ethereum is way too fragmented. You can't even go to an Ethereum based meetup without people talking about what they're doing on Solana or what's going on, because the devs know, like, they are talking about what is going on. It doesn't matter if you're base inviting me to your sanctuary. I'm still going to talk about what I'm building, and it might be on Solana because it's better tech. So I'm excited. I love that we got a little shout out from their core team. We're right under everybody's noses. They can smell us, but they can't see us. It's kind of funny. And I think that that's all positives going into the future. So Uptober is canceled thanks to Syncat. And go get yourself some SolXEN, and let's just see real quick, what is Zencat even doing? Zencat is over here popping off. Where did I get that graph from? I just said it's from Rex. That's a Solana dev. Oh, you guys want to see the real one? No one believes it. Everyone thinks it's Photoshop. It's kind of funny. Look at me and Joe Blau. We was chilling the other day. We was outside. But now this is what I was saying. Like, we went to this base event. I met up with Joe for the first time. He's actually a really, really cool dude. Very inspirational. Yeah, I can hang out with Joe Blau all day. It was almost like I wish I didn't have to go back to work so I could have hung out with him all day. But yeah, we were there and we were talking and we were just like, you know, trying to see the vibes. Bro, where is this post at? I guess I was just looking at it, maybe. The original. Here we got to go to maybe the telly. Let's see. Where is it at? I was just looking at it. And I could post it in the chat, and then you guys can look at it. Where is this shit? All right, we gotta go over here. We gotta go to the real chat. But yeah, everybody should go like this thing. I wish I could find it like off the rip. I know it's in my likes. So here, we'll go through my likes. Nah, we ain't gonna go through my likes. Fuck them. We ain't gonna go through my likes. Fuck that. But we will go through Telegram. I know Og posted it. Damn, dude, talk too much on here. Hey, dude, you talk way too much on here, bro. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so this is the original post. Just proof it's not Photoshop. Proof. Proof y'all are stuck on EVM. Get the fuck off that shit. The lifeline or your RAF home is there. It's the Zen coins. Now you got to get out of. Now you got to see what you can do next. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do now with your SPL coins? Are you just gonna sit on your hands? So this is the original right here from Rex. Rex is lead or does development and different types of things for Solana, but like he is that guy. Like he's that guy on Solana. He's Jesse. what Jesse is to base is what Rex is to Solana, in my opinion. But yeah, when I saw this on the first, even my mind was like, damn, bro, they really included us. Shit. Jack didn't even repost this. He like, nah, let them sleep. They don't need to know. Zen on here twice, bro. That's how much they fucking with us. Oh, you can't even see it, but Zen on here twice. Go repost this and like it and shit. And go put WinX1 on it, I guess. Mr. Cyber says, VMPX and Zone video make, sir. Yo, those are dead, bro. You should just give them up. Give up on those. Like I said, explained in the beginning, those are just memes. They don't do anything. The XN is all that matters. If you're still dabbling with things that don't produce XN, whether you burn it, like let's say like those, you got XN from interacting with them. You're not getting XN from hodling them. So what's the point of even trying to bring them to life? Like that's how you know someone's being shiesty when they start trying to bring that shit up. Yo, bro, I haven't followed X1 news since I minted. You might as well just keep hodling or dump them. I like SolXEN, but I don't like Solana. I seriously think I want to try to be a whale on SolXEN since folks selling it for cheaper than it costs to produce right now. Yo, I mean, you would like anybody that steps into the SolXEN arena right now and tries to do something, just know that you could potentially activate the Kraken. Because they're sitting out there. They're just waiting for more people to show up. They're waiting for people to actually be over there. Then they might start to unload like they tried. But I've seen this happen many times. Like on CBZen, it's the same thing. A lot of people, they get active once people show up, but then they sell all of their product. And it's like, now is not the time to sell out. So it is a good time to try to get in, but just get in, you know, with caution, knowing that there's people trying to sell out while you're trying to get in. And you got to play that game right. And again, SolXEN, like again, if they see us, right, the devs see us on Solana, not the users. And I think that's the best layup right now. The fact people don't see us, because if they seen us, then they would think they would understand us. If that makes any sense. And once everyone can see you, they're like, oh, okay, I get you now. So you want to get in before everyone can see it. But I don't know, Rolando, do you, dog? Do you? What's happening over here? What's my guy Skywalker got to say? Relax, dude. Stop it. You can't get, what is he saying? You can't get real right now. See, this is funny too. All the people still trying to hold on to EVM, man. Y'all are in the past, y'all. Y'all are in the past. Y'all need to give that shit up. It's 2025 damn near. EVM is done. It has Zen on it. It's going to do all right because of X1. Because of the Solana fork. Like EVM Zen has nothing going for it but the Solana fork. Hello. So if you don't really believe in Solana, or if you don't think that EVM is dead, you might as well just get out of Zen. Like this is your top to sell, because somebody might come behind you and think the same with a bigger bag and then dump it even further. Just speculation. Just speculating. But until the next time on the internet, peace.